Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to King's Quest 2015. So last time we did chapter 3, now we're going to start chapter 4. In consideration, I guess everything has to be linear. I just don't see a way you don't have it be a linear experience, because the story that's overlapping with the very old Graham, who maybe just slightly possibly isn't actually the old Graham, keeps going in a linear fashion. Each of the previous chapters have been moving forward in linear fashions. They've jumped large sections of the story, which I don't know what they're really doing here. It almost feels like this would be the beginning of a epic 5-part video game series where you do chapter 1 and then there's a 60-hour game in between chapter 1 and chapter 2, and then you do chapter 2 and there's another 60-hour game, and chapter 3 is another 60-hour game, and chapter 4 and chapter 5, and you get 300 hours of gameplay out of the whole thing in the reboot of the series. That would be interesting, but I don't believe it's what's gonna happen. So I picked my wife. Here she is, queen now, I suppose. And it's a baby. So they skipped from me meeting my wife to me having a baby. And now Graham looks not as buff, and his pencil mustache is not as well drawn.
Pizza flavored jelly beans.
I'm asleep, I'm asleep, I'm asleep. So asleep, so asleep, so asleep.
Stay asleep, love. I'll check on the twins.
Twins. So is that what you're gonna do? I guess I can't really complain too much about... No, he won't pull her out of bed. I can't really complain too much about skipping the wedding and the having a baby. That could happen in a couple years. And
Cloth diapers. Every father's dream.
so, like, I'm not really...
Organic snoot milk formula. Their palates can taste the difference, I'm told.
The one thing I suppose I would do is I would say they probably should have shown us the wedding. So, stepping on the xylophone and all the toys.
Our room is getting pretty crowded with all this baby stuff.
So I guess I'm supposed to put the formula in the bottles. Of course, typically you would want to...
It's pretty cold.
You would want to...
I don't need any more bottles.
see what's wrong with the baby first. Unless you're...
You too.
You're...
Shh, shh, shh. Don't wake Mom. No. My bad.
Unless you're such an expert on video game... not on video games, but... Unless you're an expert on cries and you know for a fact that the baby needs to be changed or needs a bottle, you would want to pick him up, and then in general you'd want to carry him.
This is where we put the used bottles.
Use bottles in the trash can. Interesting.
Ow, oh, oh. It could be warmer. Still cold. These cloth diapers are not disposable.
Oops, did I select the wrong thing?
It could be warmer.
Am I supposed to wait?
Perfect.
It glows. Okay. Now let's just pick a baby. Start the...
Not your style?
Didn't want that. So pick up the
What do you
baby.
want me to do? What can I get you? Where's that pamphlet? Does your mind need stimulation? Are you hungry? Oh, you smell like a circus. We should never have switched you over to snoot milk formula.
So if he smells like a circus, then baby time for a diaper.
can do this. Are you sure you're not awake, Valenice?
Yeah, the last chapter specifically should have ended in a wedding. Just skip forward and show it.
We had to go with the cloth.
Particularly since they're wasting a lot of artistic effort
How's it feel, bud?
to animate pointless scenes. You're having these twins together, it's just going to have them wake each other up like crazy.
Down the hatch. There we go. Just right.
And see, this is just a simple puzzle
Time
to
for a burping.
tutorialize.
Of course. I can't wait till you're older, and we'll shoot our bows and go on adventures, and we will all sleep through the night. Twins are great, they said. Fun barrel of laughs, they said. Well, they never tried putting twins to sleep.
So, probably need another bottle. If you're gonna feed them both, that's more than likely what you need to do is keep them on the same feeding schedule, which seems odd.
It's pretty cold.
Seems rather odd that they wouldn't allow him to do that all at once. So we just wait till this glows yellow, which is probably dangerously too hot, I would suspect. Don't burn your babies.
Down the hatch. I know. I'd rather have a burger too. Okay, Prince. I have an idea.
Maybe they do just want the mobile.
Dang.
So I think I'm supposed to walk them through the house without standing anything.
Prince, if life gets too puzzling, I'll give you the hints.
Interesting puzzle here.
Quest has begun. My kingdom you'll run. I'll love you forever, my son.
Just don't trip on the toys. You know what you do before you go to bed? You pick up all the toys off the floor, so you don't trip on them in the middle of the night. And you know what you do if you're a king? You have nannies and maids that clean up after you. And I assume if I stop, yeah, it stops the whole song. Do I have to start again? No, it starts back at the same verse. This is sweet. A lot of writing probably went into this.
Chips by the ton. We'll have so much fun. I'll love you forever, my son.
So he has twins. That means Gwendolyn, who's your grandchild, is probably one of the twins' children.
Got a hot date?
And the boy is probably the son of the other twin.
Don't bother. I asked her out this morning and she said I wasn't her type.
Perhaps she's after a more muscular build.
Like yourself.
There's a chalk in the background. That's kind of sad.
Circus tent.
Well, at least I don't dress like an upside-down lollipop.
Your necklace is banal and trite.
Your necklace is banal and trite.
Well, you look like a trash can that swallowed a cloud.
It's in the same clothing.
Guarding a bridge, but that's offensive to the other trolls.
I can hear every word, you know. I'm only 6 feet away.
Zods. I thought she was Royal Guard number 4.
Still heard that.
They do know they're both dressed in the exact same getup, right? Last year's model.
Not everyone can keep up with the latest fashion trends like us, Larry.
Up top.
Did you
What's this gonna be?
hear what?
An old wizard. Is it Manny?
Immediately.
Ouch.
Away, intruder. This is your last time.
Are these two gonna be brave?
Far enough.
Move aside, bucketheads. Sheathe your swords, or die by them.
It is Manny.
Never.
Not ever.
Then take your move.
Lock in.
So I guess that destroys my idea that his legs are paralyzed and he was being carried by a friend because he was disabled. I figured that wasn't the case.
Harry? Come on, Larry.
That's sad.
Stay out of there. Come back and fight me, you coward. Larry.
I feel like we'd really grown to like those two. All the guards are pretty nice. Actually. For faceless nobodies. Of characters.
Raising these children will be our greatest adventure yet. I can't wait. Sweet dreams, love.
So is Manny gonna steal a child?
Get the babies.
That would be really nasty. How did he get so much magic?
I wouldn't make any sudden moves if I was you.
Manny?
No. Only my friends call me that. You can address me by my full name. Mananan.
What happened to you?
Let's just say my mind outgrew my body.
What do you want with me?
Oh, Graham. Why is it always about you?
Stay away from them!
Shh. You wouldn't want to wake them. Not when they're sleeping so
They're-
soundly. Hey there, little guy.
Carousel is missing.
You could use a friend. The spitting image of your father. We can't be having that.
Don't you hurt him.
What do you want? I'll do anything.
What I want is for your family to feel the pain you humans brought on me. To know what it's like to be raised in a world that rejected you. And your child, this baby, this, what's his name?
Alexander.
Oh, that just won't do. It's too regal and uninspired. How about Whittier? Sounds more like a slave name, doesn't it?
If you want the crown, take it. Just leave our babies alone.
Don't fool yourself. I could snap my fingers right now and drop all of you dead. But what fun would that be? It certainly wouldn't be very kingly of me. No. Not at proving that I'm better than you. And perhaps with a more thoughtful father, this child could help inspire change.
No, you can't.
Don't worry. We'll be back one day to claim his birthright. And after our little Gwydion inherits the throne, he will better serve the needs of Daventry. For all species.
It won't work. I'll find you.
Just try.
Can't the magic mirror help you with this? So that scene should have been the beginning of the game.
Immediately, no one in Daventry would rest until Alexander.
Like, here's where the game should have clearly started in the writing. You start with a scene like this. Your child getting kidnapped. You have King Graham knock his head backwards and go into flashbacks. And then he remembers meeting Manny at the beginning. And then he remembers meeting his wife. And then we can move forward from that. Because that's a really, really impactful way to start a story. It's an odd way to start the middle of a story.
Birds, get the message out. The prince has been kidnapped.
Do I have any items? No. See, and I feel like I'm just going to run through this and talk to the animals.
Can you hear my voice?
And this might have been a section we've already dealt with.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, I think I'm just ridiculously talking to nobody.
Have you seen the prince? Where have you taken my son?
Like, he's freaking out, as any father would. But yeah, you could have told an entire 5 chapters just around getting your son back, and it would be a lot better. This puts also the story in a completely different type of story. Instead of being a lighthearted fantasy that chapter 1 was, it puts it much closer to the darkness of chapter 2. And this really feels like different people wrote different chapters. Much like the first season of The Walking Dead from Telltale. And
Any sign?
The first 24 hours are the most critical. We need to search everywhere. Contact everyone. The trolls, the Goblin King. Message V. Have her search in the east.
Yes, absolutely. If she would respond to my letters.
What?
Oh, never mind. We'll work that out later.
so V's not talking to her anymore. I figured that might happen.
Queen Madeline. Her squirrels can cover ground quickly.
Good plan.
We looked up every tree, down every garden hole, hoping for a sign or clue from our son.
And see, Gwendolyn hasn't responded so far at all to the story, but here she is still on the pause screen. She went that way, and I can't go this way. Of all things, I think this is proving above everything else that the Telltale style of making games, which often feels like it comes off as lazy because it's just this interactive story with very few gameplay elements, I don't think it can be improved that much. Even here,
Are you down there?
like, I think this game is probably way better than a lot of the Telltale games in the number of interactions and the different things you do. But I still feel like it comes from a starting point of just the production team getting together and saying, we don't really want to make a video game, but we need to sell it as a video game, so we're going to tell a story and have a few things you can interact with.
You better not have him down there, for your sake.
And the irony in that story is, I guess that's exactly what old point-and-click adventure games were, in a lot of ways, is they couldn't make real video games with, by modern standards, where you could move the characters and run and jump and potentially control a camera and shoot. So instead, they had a lot of story writing and a lot of interactions through conversation, with very few items that you could pick up and interact with. Although old point-and-click adventure games almost always allowed you to mix and match a few items, and here we haven't seen even 2 items that interact inside the inventory. Oh.
I tore through that bedroom looking for any sign of my son.
Oh, so this was a hole that took me directly to the well. We didn't even get the name of the other child. Violently tearing through the straw, you might...
I found a small sliver of hope.
I will never stop looking.
So...
For 18 years, I never gave up hope.
See, that's weird. That's messed up to tell the tale like this. Like, 18 years and they still haven't found him.
Daventry needs you to get back to work.
I'm not sure if I remember how.
Come on, Dad. I'll help.
Rosella had grown into a beautiful young lady.
Yeah, I'm sure her life wasn't great,
But it was
with them
hard.
always mourning the loss of the other one.
My family was incomplete.
The Affordable Custard Initiative, really? That's the important paperwork crucial to Daventry's future? Maybe I'm searching for my son.
Come now, dear. A spoonful of custard is the only joy some people get in this life.
We have to break out of this funk. What about a vacation? The holiday's coming, and I've always wanted to visit the place where you met Mom.
We have to get through all this paperwork first.
Do you want me to whip up some chocolate chip pancakes?
That does sound good, actually. Perhaps for dinner.
Oh, I know. Staring contest. Those always cheer me up.
Huh. I don't know.
What's the matter? Afraid you might lose your undefeated record?
What? No, it's just...
Too late. Daventry Decree P33P3R5 states that no one can deny a staring contest when challenged by the royal family.
I knew that decree would backfire.
I don't know why he's doing this, and if this really...
You're pretty brave, challenging your father to a staring contest.
This is weird.
Oh, is that a smirk?
Nope. I just have a smirky mouth.
Has anyone seen my keys? Staring contest.
I see a smile.
This beard covers all smiles. You will never win.
So I kind of wonder...
Have I ever told you? They call me Pockets, too.
It's a family name.
Oh, are your eyes getting heavy?
No. No. Kinda.
Like...
Not funny.
Okay, my eyes are really starting to hurt.
Thinking on funny thoughts. Sardine smoothies. Dog
This
friends.
is ridiculous, but I kind of like it. I wonder if she might have gotten taken instead if I had picked the other girl to marry.
Tickle fight.
That's the only thing I could even think might have changed it.
Alexander?
Actually, my name is Gwendolyn.
And so he just walks back in? Boy, you just ruined an adventure, didn't you, story writers? Gwendolyn, Alexander. Hmm. So now we have the old Edward writing letters again.
Oh, just right from the heart, dear.
I'm just having trouble seeing the point of all this. The words aren't coming.
Oh, Graham. Since when have you had trouble finding words? Perhaps some popcorn-flavored jelly beans would help spark your imagination?
Sorry, love, but I just don't have much of an appetite, not even for popcorn-flavored jelly beans.
It was worth a shot.
I just realized the voice actor of Old Graham is a famous actor, I think, too.
Sure, we can take that trip to Kalima we've been talking about.
That does sound lovely, but every moment with you is all the adventure I could ever hope for. It's best to take care of these things now. The doctors were pretty clear about that.
So,
It's time we tell the children.
All right.
You called for me?
Yes. Your grandfather and I have something we would like to tell you.
You should probably take a seat. Follow me. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts. You know that I have had many great and fulfilling adventures. But there comes a time in every king's life when he must... There comes a time when every king must hand over his tasks to a worthy successor. And that's why I'm giving you the very important job of filing this letter with the official court of amendments to addendums. I need some changes enacted immediately.
Was that all?
Yes, the changes outlined in the letter are critical to the well-being of Daventry.
and it's probably
Yeah,
changes
I
that
got it.
takes him out of line of being the king for Gwendolyn.
Which addendum should this be filed under?
Why, the number is on the front, of course. Addendum 48677.
I see. Farewell, Grandpa. I do hope you feel better.
Which is an important addendum. Because it's been mentioned before.
Hey, Gart, why haven't you been talking to me? What did I do?
So this story feels like that part was unavoidable.
Have a seat. Your grandma and I have something to tell you.
Not even sure a story could cheer me up.
What's the matter, sweetheart?
It's Gart. He hasn't said one word to me for 3 days. He lost in our game of wits, but I don't think that's what's bothering him. He's just been so cold and distant lately.
I'm sure whatever it is will pass. Bonds of a strong family like ours are not easily broken. Actually, that does remind me of a story, one I have not thought about in a while. And interestingly enough...
Go ahead.
Interestingly enough, it's about your father.
So her father is Alexander,
We were in the middle of a very cold winter.
I think.
Alexander was having a hard time adjusting to the life in the warmer. So
Man, they
decided
just
the
skip
best thing for
things.
everybody was to take a family vacation to Avalon.
Oh, the spot where you fell in love with Grandma.
Yes. And the weather was much sunnier there this time of year. It would be a great opportunity to get to know my son. I had a 1,000 questions about how he escaped Manannan, but I didn't want to bombard him all at once.
So, son, I thought perhaps we'd make a little detour so I could share one of my favorite spots.
Sounds good to me. I do have one tiny request, though.
Anything for my Alexander?
Yeah, it's that name.
You don't want to be called Gwydion, do you?
Oh, no. It's just, I figured since I have to learn a new name anyway, why not pick something with a little more spark in it? You know, something with a little mystery? Something like, I don't know, Caduceus the Magnificent! Yeah, I always love that.
You actually want to be called Caduceus?
I mean, it's just more like a dream.
Well, it's a very princely name, but we can talk about it.
Really?
Now, what to show you first?
I really feel like they might just be putting the entire game around the previous games, which just ruins it. It really, really ruins it. Like, was there a King's Quest game just about saving your kid?
The trophy that won me the knighthood.
Very nice. Wait, is that a custard pie on the top of it?
Moving on. This is my Wetzel Wolf patch.
Zounds! When do I get a patch?
Oh, you really are my son. And this is a small sampling of my collected treasures over the years. The magic chest has provided our kingdom with many riches. The magic shield has protected Daventry for years. And these beautiful gems, well, the gems were really just for bonus points. I like looking at them. They're pretty.
So, yeah. All these items must have been a previous King's Quest game. Like, those DOS-based from 1983 King's Quest games are getting integrated into this reboot. So this reboot is completely failing to actually be a reboot because it can't tell its story by itself.
King Graham the Compassionate, huh?
One day, you will have a statue of your own, right next to mine.
I'm not sure that Alexander the Compassionate suits me.
Well, who else will carry on the family legacy? Come on. King Caduceus has a nice ring to it.
After sharing a bit about my legacy with Alexander and showing him my treasures, we headed into town to grab some supplies for our trip.
And so we're back to the town, which honestly I thought we were going to spend a lot more time in this town. A lot more time. Like last time we were here, we didn't even see or check to see if we could open this. We can't this time. It's got a nice wintry, Christmassy vibe with all this holly. Now, in a world where fairy tales are real, I'm not sure there actually is going to be a reason for a Christmas, but who knows?
Mature right before my eyes. A luxury I wished I had with my son.
Well, let's go to our favorite two people.
King Graham.
His mustache is now white. I think it was brown before.
Handsome cinnamon roll. You never told me you had a brother.
Wenty, Bramble. This is Alexander, my son.
The prince. He's returned.
Oh, I can hardly contain my emotions. Welcome back to Daventry, Your Highness.
Thanks.
Oh, he wants to give you a hug. It's kind of his thing.
Sorry, I'm not familiar.
Oh, well then, allow me to extend an invite to the purest form of love and compassion two friends can share. A handshake from the heart, if you will. It's easy. Just nuzzle over here and squeeze.
I'm good. Thank you.
I I respect your boundaries and accept that while hugs bring me the utmost joy, not everyone needs to be hugged every day, every hour, every second.
I appreciate that.
I remember what the counselor said, Sugarbum. Save that hug for Taylor.
Hugs have a shelf life.
How is your little tank?
Little? Oh, he's a full-grown man now. Moved to Serenia and started a garment business he did.
Against his father's wishes, mind you. Bramble and I have no one to take over the bakery now.
Oh, like you'd ever retire anyway. Even as a ripe raisin, you'll still be kneading dough.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of. Can you blame a dad for wanting his son to carry the torch?
I certainly can't.
Alrighty, boys. Here is the order for your trip.
Half your usual order?
This body can't handle sweets the way it used to. Seriously, if I even look at a milkshake, my thighs will jiggle for a week. But Alexander, you are in for a real treat.
Now,
His cape has gotten a black feather trim now.
My favorite pie. I like them all, really. So splendid. All the pies are.
Oh, come now, Alexander. Everyone's got a favorite. I've got 3.
Now, I'm wondering if maybe this is not Manny in disguise.
Powdered fishbone pie. Is that one?
Powdered fishbone pie. Is that even real?
Don't tell me you don't know what a pie is either.
Well, of course I know what a pie is. I've just never eaten one before. My Nana never served sweets.
Monster.
But I wouldn't mind trying one.
Let's not make this a big deal, Lindsay. There you go, son. Try a slice of cheesy cherry pear.
Oh, wow. That was actually pretty...
Miraculous, astonishing, divinely delectable. Was it cherry sweet? Would it make a great pear? Or did your pies deceive you? Too cheesy or Gouda? No.
More puns.
We bury it. I can only hope you love it as much as we do.
Yes to all of those things. Quite tasty.
Here, take another slice. I'd recommend enjoying this one with a mug of our hot chocolate butter. There's a thermos full of it out front.
Well, thank you. It was very nice meeting you both.
The pleasure is all ours, sweet berry.
And see, I assume this is all around the idea of...
Your Majesty, can I offer you some
of raising him to be nice.
Thank the shining stars every day that he's back. Need him with unconditional love. Mix in some encouragement and support. And when it comes time for him to rise, give him the space to grow.
Thank you, Bran. That was a gift.
We, actually have another gift for you. A surprise we've been saving for a while.
Oh?
Your Highness, we wanted to tell you that you've done such a great job as a compassionate leader. And you have turned this kingdom around for the better.
Love can be felt in every
What's this
inch
gonna
of
be?
Daventry, and it's all thanks to King Graham the Compassionate.
And to celebrate all your accomplishments, we wanted you to have this.
Your grandmother's secret starshroom pie recipe?
No one outside our family knows that recipe. A fact that will remain true now that you have it.
I will hang this amongst my most precious treasures.
You keep doing you, kid.
Now get along. Wouldn't want to keep your boy out in the cold.
So they're not mad about me leaving him in jail in chapter 2.
For all the guidance.
So I'm happy with how that turned out. I'm surprised it didn't let me do more in the city though. And it seems so weird that, like, were they not training their daughter to be the next person in charge?
Is there like a parade of royal steeds? Are they late?
I wanted the whole family to ride together, so I booked the most spacious carriage I could think of.
It's gonna be that guy.
good to return to your gold. I mean, old. Holy stromboli. You've multiplied, mated, and procreated. Ha, doink, doink. And you let your belly days slide. I never got married. Research shows it's the #1 cause of divorce, but, beautiful cheeks to pinch. Shalom, salami, saliva. Oh, if I met this one, I'd never forget a face like that. Call me Caduceus. Oh, yeah, you're that Gwydion guy. Your dad rescued me from the goblins. Pity he couldn't save you. Now, then, that's enough dawdling, people. Let's get this freak show on the road. Grammy boy, you'll have to load your own luggage. Mr. Fancy Cakes is peeved you left him to die in the caves. And I forgot to pack my lifting shorts.
All right, I got this.
Do you want help?
No, dear, I got this.
I'm not sure that will all fit. Should we tie some to the roof?
It'll fit. I'll make it fit.
So this is a Tetris puzzle. Let's go ahead and start with this.
The most efficiently packed, I might add.
That's because you stuffed everything in your cape pockets.
That goes there.
Alright, so we need this there. Now, if this could be rotated, that would work better. I don't think I'm doing this right at all. Yeah. Let's put that back. Let's put that back. Start over this way. Put this here. That makes more sense. Take that back. Let's see. We have one that's this direction. And one that's there.
Jeez, Rosella, how much did you pack? I told you, did you really need to bring your collection of battle axes?
Put that there. And put that there. And let's see, we put that there. And we've got it.
There we go. All aboard Team Sofri.
Please stop trying to make that a thing. You're not even pronouncing it right.
I kind of like it.
Attaboy, Caduceus.
Bless you.
All right, unicorns, let's boogie.
Our trip was off to a great start. The heat of the sun would be nice, but nothing warmed my soul more than seeing our whole family together, making new memories and loving on each other.
It smells like rare and miraculous ingredients back here. Is that you, Alexander?
It's probably that goat creature with the one eye.
I wouldn't speak about Mr. Fancy Cakes like that.
Isn't this nice? All of us together, going on our first adventure.
Alexander, scoot over.
I'm scooted over as far as I can go.
Anybody have any good puns to share?
Can we stop up ahead for a picnic break?
We just stopped for a picnic break.
Your point being...
Are we almost there?
Come on, Team Sofri. Why don't we play a game? I always used to play this with my sisters on long road trips to pass the time.
I do love this game.
I'll start. Let's see how far we can get. My record is 7 rounds. Just repeat what the person before you said, and then add your very own flavor to the list. I'm going to bring...
Let's see. Adventuring cap?
my adventurer's cap, of course.
I'm gonna bring an adventurer's cap. I'll add a cat cookie.
What is a cat cookie?
Just a little concoction of mine. With one bite, it'll turn you into a cat. That's how I escaped Manannan.
Oh, cool. We're getting
Into a
backstory.
cat? You never told me that.
Well, you never asked.
I'm going to bring an adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, and my Wetzel wolf patch.
I going on an adventure.
She has a wolf patch too.
Bringing an adventurer's cat, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, and
It's gonna make
a
me.
canvas notebook in case I feel inspired.
It's gonna make me repeat all of this.
And I'll bring.
So here's where it's gonna get difficult. Man, there's so much story in between each of these actions. So I have to go adventurer's cap, and then a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas.
And lastly,
Let's see. Choco chip batter.
Choco chip batter. For you know what.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'm bringing an adventurer's cap,
I wonder if I end up with all of this stuff.
a Wetzel wolf patch, a purple Pegasus.
Sorry, that's not right.
Sards.
You lose.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'm going to bring an adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas, chocolate chip batter, and my adventure handbook. I never leave home without it.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'm going to bring an adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas, choco chip batter, tournament medals.
Nope.
Sorry, that's not right.
You're out too.
You're out.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'm bringing.
Let's see. Should I let my daughter win? I can't. I can keep going, so I guess I'll just keep going. I feel like you should always just give them a challenge, and the daughter is basically V from the previous chapter, so I think a fair challenge is the right thing to do. She's old enough. It's not like she's a 2-year-old.
My adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch,
The answers are in different places, by the way.
a mini canvas, choco chip batter,
The next thing was the Adventurer's Handbook.
an adventure handbook, and
Monkey fruit. Let's keep going with food things.
monkey fruit pie, baked fresh from Wenty.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'm going to bring an adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas, chocolate chip batter, an adventure handbook, a monkey fruit pie, and lastly, ooh, my spiky sword of fire, the one Amaya forged for me.
Cool. Well, I'd like to see this spiky sort of fire sometime.
I really wish you would have waited until you were older than 3.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'll bring.
This is actually a pretty good game because it keeps the players that are out of it still playing, still paying attention
My adventurer's cap,
to see if the other players mess up.
a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas,
Eventually I'm going to run out of things. And now it's making it difficult by putting things that I've already said on the list.
chocolate chip batter,
The Adventurer's Handbook was
an
next.
adventure handbook,
And then Monkey Fruit.
monkey fruit pie,
And then the Sword of Fire.
spiky sword of fire, and
Let's see, let's go with Mr. Fancy Cakes, I guess, is the next food-related thing.
majestic Mr. Fancy Cakes.
I'm going on an adventure, and I'll bring an adventurer's cap, a cat cookie, a Wetzel wolf patch, a mini canvas, chocolate chip batter, an adventure handbook, a monkey fruit pie, 100 pocket pants.
Nope.
I forgot.
You are out. Excellent work, everybody. I beat my record.
Here we are, kids. Wondrous Avalon. And look at what?
Was this like off-season?
Weather is usually so nice this time of year.
Did that spell keep going?
Why if the squirrels aren't hibernating?
Oh, these clouds will probably pass. Let's head to the resort. I'm sure they'll have trees to climb. Hey! You guys forgot? Never mind. I'll get it.
Can your pockets hold all of these things? Nope. This is funny how this animates. Did I see something that I could interact with? I'm just walking around everywhere. So it's wobbling back and forth, and not really a realistic pattern. If you like one step forward, has it wobble way more than it really should for something that's not gonna fall. But I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is how the story has gone from dark to fantasy, like uplifting spirits, and kid friendly, back and forth. I don't know if it's two riders fighting each other.
Don't you want to hear about the Wetzel wolf that attacked us here?
Or what? I know in King's Quest 8 there was an argument there where one of the riders was trying to do one type of story and the other people in charge were trying to do a different type of story. But in the reboot, that shouldn't be the case. And like, you might as well have not made the story or made the game if you weren't going to pick a direction. This inconsistency is getting a mushy middle.
Those inverted water slides were a huge liability.
Did we turn Vex into an ice queen?
Sure we're in the right place.
Yeah,
Is that what's happened?
I have a good feeling about this.
Oh, come on, kids. It's an adventure. I'll check us in.
Yeah, I can't help but get a little bit of a Frozen vibe here. That the lady I didn't pick in chapter 3 has her frozen hand expanded, turned her into an ice queen, and now she's taken over Avalon.
Checking in for the Graham family. We should have the royal suite. Thanks, kindly. Is that our room up there with the balcony? Oh, how rude of me. Here you go. Yep, she totally remembers me.
Well, they let him in.
Which way now?
Right this way.
All these busts of frozen creatures. Let's see, do I have any items? Just a gift from the Fays. What? Is that their last name? Was Fays? I guess it was. Let's start with our wife.
Should we ask the guard for directions?
Oh, honey, please. I know where we're going.
Let's talk to Cadius.
I hope the beds here aren't made of piles of itchy straw and rusty nails.
No, of course not. Only the best for my boy.
It's kind of weird because Graham now feels like he's kind of sexist for his first son, and a little less interested in his first daughter. And then it seems to have gone a complete 180 with Gwendolyn and the other boy in the future time.
Do we have separate rooms? I don't know if I can handle your snoring.
Oh, please. If I snored, I would hear it.
Let's see. there's also this danger that having not grown up with your sister and just showing up at 18, it's going to be hard to see her as a sister and not just as some girl that you potentially would want to date. Of course, being raised by an evil wizard probably skews your perspective a lot anyways.
What just happened?
It's a trap. I knew it.
Trapped? Not possible. Don't you get it? This must be one of those new mystery-themed resorts. Oh, how exciting. I believe they called this an escape room. I've always wanted to try one. Everyone, search for clues.
Oh, this feels so contrived here. Like, escape rooms are such a big deal to people in California and New York that can go to them. And they've just put one in the game and not even bothered to make it fit any logic. Let's see.
I really shouldn't be messing with that lock until I have all the clues.
Well, it's 461.
Could be a penalty.
And we don't know what that is.
I hope if I play the right tune, a leprechaun will appear.
Hmm.
Well, that can't be right. Let me try again.
Hmm. Looks like there's something on the ground.
Don't interrupt a lady in clue searching mode.
Interesting. So we've got to connect things to make a path, to walk this magical path, it seems.
The sign read, "Pull the switch," but my puzzling instincts knew better. It was a textbook case of reverse psychology. A trap, for certain.
Oh, hey. The sign says pull the switch. Don't mind if I do.
Accelerator activated. Your time to escape has now been cut in half.
Everyone's cool with challenge mode, right?
7, 6, come on, we can do this! 3, 2...
Do puzzles usually try to kill you?
Oh, it's all part of the fun. Impressive design, wherever you are.
Oh, no need to yell, gentlemen. These puzzles are meant to exercise your brain, not your lungs.
I wasn't expecting that.
Apologies. I didn't mean to startle you, Mr. Alexander. Is that right?
Yeah, or caduceus. No, your choice.
What shall we call you?
Me. People call me many things, Mr. Majesty, but
It's a Sphinx.
Will do. Now, let me be the
Nice
first
animation
to
of a
welcome you to
Sphinx.
the Ice Palace. I will be your host for this evening's festivities.
Oh, thank goodness. Are you responsible for the amenities here? We were supposed to be given souvenir rubber duckies on check-in, and I don't want to make this a big deal, but no ducks were given.
I'll have some waiting with your wife and daughter.
Do you know where they went? This is supposed to be an adventure for the whole family, and I can't really relax unless everyone is together.
Oh, the other half of your family has been escorted to the top of that tall, twisty fortress. They will remain there safely until you... Correction? If you reach the center of the labyrinth.
Oh, there must be some mistake. I booked the summer sizzling savings package for 4, I believe.
Of course, Mr. Majesty, I'll let the front desk know right away. Until I can straighten that out. Might I suggest continuing toward the center? There are some glorious puzzles up ahead.
Well, I guess 1 or 2 couldn't hurt. Sound good, Alexander?
Do I have a choice?
Right this way, gentlemen. Step lively.
So I wasn't supposed to do any of those puzzles?
This puzzle is a bit tricky, but I know you two can do it.
All right, so
Wow.
this should be fun. Now, you should know that I believe in the 4 E's of puzzle solving. experimenting, educated guessing, execution, and enlightenment.
Can we just throw some things at the wall and, I don't know, see what sticks?
Oh, no. Alexander, our family does not take part in trial and error. Now sit back, watch, learn.
So, that whole room was nothing? Apparently? And it was just an excuse to get the two girls in the story kidnapped? This is weird. This is really, really weird. I keep coming back to this. It's like, I expected to do more in that room. I expected to stay together as a family a little bit more. I mean, it is a little bit more difficult to write a story when there's 4 people in a situation versus 2, but it's not a big issue. If you can write a story for 2 people, you can write a story for 4 people. You can figure ways around it. The game seems to be promising me all kinds of puzzles that I don't even really trust it's going to give me. I wouldn't be surprised if we do like 3 puzzles and then that's just going to be the end of it. I was not expecting the Sphinx to come out of nowhere. That was certainly just out of left field. The story has jumped like crazy. I mean, where have we gone in an hour? We went from skipping past the wedding. We didn't see that on screen. And I'm assuming a lot of this just happened in King's Quest games. I should have done some better research, honestly, and looked at the full description of what happens in the previous King's Quest games instead of just throwing them out basically because they're too old. And I would still say they are too old to actually play, so it seems crazy that the writers didn't throw them out, or at the very least try to remake them later. Like, I could certainly see an attempt here if they had made a cogent story in the first 5 chapters. I could see an attempt to remake all the previous games. But they have to actually get this game to sell and make sense and work, and they're not really doing that. I'm just gonna leave it at the fact that it's very, very odd. I've never played a game that played its narrative like this before. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.